Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This will be part two on the 2007 Cummins computer for Jose Romero in California. All right, so I got the approval for him. As you see, well, I actually have the computer powering up right now. You're not really seeing that yet. But yeah, so for those that haven't seen the part one, please, I have the link in the description, so you will see all the connections and everything. This computer was completely shorted and not coming on, which is actually his concern, right? So I talked to Juan and I says, yes, I can definitely repair your computers, and he approved that repair. So let me just show you the desktop. So yep, we're in the desktop right now. So I always like to get the approval on writing so there's no misunderstanding later. So I had said, as it says in here, I have tested your module and it can be repaired. The repair costs obviously cover. This is in between me and the customer, plus shipping. And I need your approval to proceed. And then I send the link of the first part. He said, Hi Francisco, as per our phone conversation, the repair is approved by me. Thank you. All right, so this is pretty much just the approval. I have also run the test before coming into the video so I can make something very short. So yes, we have components shorted and everything, but my main goal first is to show you that the computer is indeed talking and working good. So, right, so I have right now the scanner. Let me just see if I can just put it here this way. Yep, I think that's probably the best thing to do. And I don't want too much glare. Hopefully you guys can see there because I want to keep everything on the screen as possible. Let me see if no light maybe is better. There's a lot of glare here going on. I want to show you that we have, well, we got the firewall reference. So I'm going to turn the computer off. And you see that we got no firewall reference. Turn the computer back on. Firewall reference is good. So sensor ground and firewall reference, all is working good. Uh, this computer, um, this computer talks in CAN bus. As I mentioned on the first video, this is actually going through a gateway, which is the TIPM. So the computer has already 120 ohm resistor. So all I needed to do is add in another 120 ohm resistor right here on this connector. This is a breakup box that I have in between the MDCI from the top down and my wiring, right? So that completed the circuit and now we have communication. All right, so let's select the vehicle. These ones on these vehicles, since I don't have the entire car, I have to manually select it. So we're going to Dodge. We're going to select 2007. It's a Ram truck, and that's going to just populate the menu that we need. All right, so we're going to PCM, and we click enter. This is already good because we can see the bin number right here. And if you see right here on the screen, let me just put the screen 1 second. Right here, we got the total bin number, which the last digit, that's all we need, G760315. So going back into that camera, not sure how much you can see from that distance, so I'm going to get this scanner close to you. Hopefully not sure, how much is that zoom working on that camera because it's a little hard. But believe me, I have the bin number in here and ends on G760316. Sorry, 315. All right, so in here, I just need to do module information, and it's, as you see, populating everything good. We can go into read data stream. Since I don't have much connected, the only thing that I would like to do is maybe battery voltage. Let me see if I have that. Let me put some voltage in here. I don't think I did anything in here. How do I do enter in here? So let me see. All right, so it's doing the battery temperature voltage, um, switch SC voltage, water and field voltage. Not much voltage in here. as far as the engine battery voltage. All right, so they name it just differently. All right, so we got 13.69. I don't know why I selected another one in there. So I'm going to change the voltage just to see. So let me graph down that pit. Um, Let me go back to the selections because I don't know why I selected more in there. All right, we can click on here now. Okay, and graph this. So right now we got a line that is being populated for the voltage. I'm going to change a volt down, 2 volts up, and then voltage down. And we can see that on the scanner responding perfectly. So everything is good as far as the scanner reading. Hopefully, again, it's not too much glare or light. It's sometimes hard to know with these cameras what you guys are seeing, but I think you guys are seeing the graph in there. So we got good communication. The computer is good. All right, so I also want to show you, let me open, since I have these folders saved on the Picoscope, let me just show you because I did also a decoding on the CAN network because that's also what you want to do. Let me explain you what we're seeing on the screen, right? So um, COM bus height, let me go back to the last screen right there. It's a little fast, so that's what we're seeing, that just one message per channel. So what I did is on the blue channel, we have, make sure that you're seeing, I got so many cameras. So the blue channel is scan high, the red channel is scan low. And even though it looks a little weird, obviously it's not the proper connection resistance and so, but all the computer and all the network communication cares is A minus B. So what I did is I created a match channel, which you can go here and match channels, right? So right here, and I selected it A minus B. So that's what you're seeing in here. And then I went on to serial decoding, COM bus, right? And then I selected A minus B. I'm not going to do it again because otherwise it's just going to, populate another one and it's going to be a conflict in there. But that's what I did. And I want to make sure that at least it's packages of communication. So that also at the same time shows you want to make sure that you got at least, I would say maybe 2 milliseconds on the screen. This is a fast communication, but we can see, multiple packages of communication going on, and it's being selected every single time the computer is talking. Since nobody else is there, obviously this computer is just talking to itself in the scanner, right, in this case. And if I go and select another repeat, I might change some of the parameters that you will see here, but that is more of a teaching class that I can do in CAN networks or communications, but not for this video. So the main goal for this video is to show Juan and you guys that I have the firewall reference that I can connect to the scanner, and then we have communication established back, and I can show that in the screen, right? So, okay, so the next thing that I want to do is show now here, okay, I'm going to turn everything off. I'm going to remove my multimeter from here because we no longer need this. I'm going to put it right where it belongs, which is right here. The scanner no longer needed either. So we can power this off, save batteries, right? And realistically, I can unplug all these. It's safe because I got no powers. So all these connections pretty fast, pretty quick with a harness like this for me to do the test. And I want to show you at the end the repair. All right, so as I always, or as I show you on the first part of the video, I might be able to zoom more this time. So let me touch, and I have a static electricity. I can definitely feel a little bit of a short when I touch that computer, and I think that that went a little blank. Or yeah, because of that same situation. But yeah, so the repair, most of the repair was here, right? So this was the damage. So I fixed the path, replaced the main um, diode and all the capacitors all the rest of the capacitors, diodes that are inside the computer. And I'm not going to teach all that because, again, there's a lot of other companies that are trying to copy what I'm doing, and that's not my goal, right? So my goal is to teach, not to teach, to show the customer that everything is done, to show you guys, yes, the procedures of my test before, where I show that it is a short. How do I find shorts? All right, so when it's a simple short, I start with the most common area, diodes. Those are definitely the most concerning. You can lift capacitors are also a very common area, and I'm talking about these ceramic capacitors that are all over the board. So the other thing you want to do, and this is what I have been very successful to do, is to use a thermal camera. So let me just show you what I have in here. It's a very small, very powerful. It's a Flare 1 thermal camera that I can connect to my iPad, and that's why I have this cable here, because I can use the cable to my iPad and a nice um, screen that I can see more, and I go around the board. I usually isolate areas of the board because sometimes you have a major short, but it's not coming from the main power supply. Let's say, we got the main power supply in here, and the short is in one of the sensors, one of the diodes, one of the ICs. So what you start to do is remove diodes, remove capacitors that are on that path to isolate that path, and then you can put a jumper, which I usually do with my power supply, over to the board, a ground, a common ground, and make sure that I can feel on any of the paths that I'm trying to check, and then I put the ground right there, sorry, the power. I lower the voltage to 3 volts, and I up the amperage to 5 amps. Then I use the thermal camera instantly. I also have freeze, let me just show you that. Where is it? Right here. This super freeze is really good. So this, what you do is you just apply to areas. You're gonna see how this gets completely iced up. All right, so you have, just go and apply, and this is going to create an ice layer, and then you turn the power off. You see, it's the room temperature is in like 71, so it's not going to last too much in there. And this is safe. I apply with no voltage, and then I apply the voltage and see if I see something better. Um, but with the thermal camera, I have been using that freeze fluid or spray less and less because the thermal cameras are the best for these kind of repairs. It's no fluid going into any of the ICs that can short out. So this is definitely the best way to go. But yeah, guys, so I'm trying to show you all that I do here. I also have backup this computer with Alienware, and that is also something that I really, really appreciate of Alienware because it's I got Flex too, and I got multiple tools. Flex is not really supporting this computer. Alienware supports this computer, and this computer is a little newer. Right here, let me just show you. So we got the CM849B. The ones from up to 2005 will be A48B. So it's the one before that is the one that uses the SCI transit, transmit and receive for communication. And this one uses CAN bus. So what you see, I mark myself the pins. So I know now 110, 51, and 60, 110, 41, and 50. All right. So just for me and for you guys, so you can, if you want, take a copy of that, or a picture, and then if you're working in a computer like this, you can see where each pin is, and then it's easier because sometimes you don't know it's nothing marking here. All right, so this is definitely 100% the correct orientation for those pinouts. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and please, please hit that bell, hit that share, and subscribe. That really, really helps my small business and my channel to grow. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. I see you next time. Bye bye.